What's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of B is for Build. Today is a really exciting day for me. So we're gonna go to the metal supply store, we're gonna get some metal for the 240, then we're gonna head over and check out the 370Z, decide if I wanna buy it or not, then we're gonna go back to the shop and cut the skin off the 240. I promise I will work tonight, all the way through the night if I have to. By the end of the night, by the end of this episode, the body's coming off that 240. Stay tuned. We have arrived at the metal store, back here again to spend a bunch more money on supplies. But before we get started with that, I want to take a second out to thank our sponsor, the people that so kindly support the channel and allow us to do these crazy builds. And this episode is proudly sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. Are you like myself and too tired of going to the grocery store to get all of the different daily necessities that you need for grooming and cleaning? Or just tired of going to 5 different spots inside the store to get them? I am just too busy to do all that stuff. And that's why myself and Chelsea have been members of Dollar Shave Club for multiple years. We're over 3 years now. And we basically split the box. She uses the razors. I sometimes use them to clean up my neckline and stuff like that. But for the most part, she uses the razors and I use the One Wipe Charlies and the shower body wash. If you're like me and you're sick of all the nonsense at the store, then now is definitely the time to try Dollar Shave Club, because for a limited time, they are basically giving away their daily essential starter set. If you're a new member, you can get it right now for only $5. That starter set includes the executive razor, razor blades, and 3 trial size versions of their most popular body wash products that help you stay clean. I love these things. These are called One Wipe Charlies. They help keep your bum clean. And this is the body wash that I use all the time. If you ever meet me and you smell me when we're taking a photo together or something, I smell like this. That's weird. In your first box, you're gonna receive all those things I just showed you, and after that, replacement cartridges come to you for just a couple bucks a month. It's a great deal, guys, and it's a huge time saver for me, so you should definitely check it out. There's a link in the description, and check it out now because this offer is only available exclusively through dollarshaveclub.com/build. That's dollarshaveclub.com/build. Go check it out now. Huge thanks to them for supporting this build. Lord knows we need it. Now let's get in there and get some metal supplies. I need to start remembering to bring gloves here. Interesting thing happened when I arrived here. I checked my email. I had a couple unread emails from Copart. It turns out I won the Z. So when you do these counter offers, you go back and forth with the insurance company, they can accept your high bid at any point, which they did about an hour ago. So now we're going to see the car that I have already bought, and we're not going to make the decision to buy it because we've already bought it. But let's check it out, shall we? It's just down the road. All right, we're out here on the yard. We got 15 minutes to browse the cars. The only problem is I don't know where it's located, and there's probably about 3,000 cars in front of me. I wonder if we're gonna find the Mercedes or the 350 first. Normally the nice cars are kind of up front, so that's what I'm banking on that. What are the odds of that? They parked both my new cars right next to each other. All right, let's look at the Z first, and then we'll come back and look at this. Oh, that's clean. Yeah, that's nice and clean. We'll just go ahead and shut this. People don't need to be under here. That's my car now. That's not for show. I love these things. Blown airbag. Okay, that's fine. Nice interior. Very plastic, but very nice. Sidetracks, homeboy might have got a little crazy with the spray paint. Okay, so looking underneath, it looks like it's just one control arm that's damaged, that's pushing this in. Other than that, it says undercarriage damage, but I'm not seeing anything for the rest of the car undercarriage damage wise from what I can see right now. Meaning that pretty much the whole reason this car was salvaged out is just because the airbag system blew out, and that probably happened from, you know, the force of the impact scared the airbag system into blowing out, and that cost more money to replace than it was to total the car out. So it's mine. And for a car that I'm buying for drifting, having airbags already gone, that's kind of a plus. You don't want airbags blowing up into your helmet. From what I've learned online, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't think it's a great thing to risk. Let's look at my new Mercedes. So all these markings that we're seeing here, yeah, this camera died. All these markings that we're seeing right here, these are what the body shops are doing to estimate. And they did an estimate, and it looks like they wanted to repair this rear quarter panel, which makes sense. New bumper cover, and then they wrote blend on the door, so they want to blend the doors in, and then that's like remove, you know, you're gonna have to remove and install. That's probably what that stands for. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it doesn't look bad. Let's check out inside. Wow, that is really pretty. Mercedes is killing the game when it comes to the interior. That's a super clean interior for 100,000 miles. It even still smells fantastic. Looks like they got some adjustable suspension stuff in there too. Damn, this is a nice car. What's it got for seat options? Heated and cooled seats. We are gonna have the most luxury car on the Gambler this year, I think, hands down. Damn, this car's really almost too nice to kill. But I think I already have somebody lined up to be buying the engine and drivetrain and everything out of it after we get done using it. So it's not that bad. All right, well, that's 2 cars I gotta pay for tomorrow. We'll get them shipped to the shop. They'll be there sometime next week. And like I said, you know, we're not gonna be working on them on the channel for a little bit. But man, that Z's really got me excited. So think about this. What if we themed it? So it's gonna be my drift car, you know, so it'll be a little bit different than the 240 build. But what if we did kind of a big brother, little brother theme, to where whenever we figure out the design style that we're gonna do on the 240, we kind of replicate that on the 350, or the 370, excuse me. They share the same kind of front windshield line. It really, really looks like back design-wise to the 240. So that would be really, really cool to have like a big brother, little brother theme. Have them parked next to each other in front of my house. Woo, I'm excited. My God, the traffic getting to the shop was absolutely brutal. It's been over an hour and a half later, but we're here now. We've got a couple hours left of sunlight and we need to get right down to work. First thing I'm gonna be doing is removing the gas tank and any leftover fuel lines that I find from this car. So I'm gonna be jacking it up right over here, sliding underneath. Gas tanks on these older cars have straps underneath them. Gonna go ahead and pop those straps off. Hopefully then the gas tank will fall out. And I'm just trying to get anything that had fuel in it at one time out of this car, because if we hit that with a plasma cutter, this will turn into a really bad day. Got the fuel tank out with no issues. It's bone dry. That's a really good thing, because that means that the rest of the fuel lines running up that would have ran to the engine, those are going to be dry at this point now too. So that's awesome. So I'm not going to be jumping underneath the inside of this thing and trying to pull those out. So the next step is bracing and cutting. Now I don't know if I need to cut some stuff away before I can start bracing, or if I just want to go ahead and brace and then cut. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I got to figure out kind of an overall game plan to keep this thing nice and rigid, and then we'll be bracing and cutting. Okay, I've decided cut first, brace later, because a lot of the places where I want to put braces, right now I'm thinking in the front down there, essentially through the transmission tunnel, which won't be there anymore. I want to put a brace right where this cross member is bracing the car already. I want to put a brace there, going to over here, and up there in that back corner where they got that black spot, going over to here. 4 braces going across, or 3, and we'll triangulate 1. So anyways, I can't get into that transmission tunnel area with the whole front of the car here. So what I'm thinking is jack underneath this point over here, jack stand underneath that point over there, grab the torch, start cutting. I'm gonna make my cut through here, down through here, and underneath, coming out through there, and I'm gonna cut the front of the car off of the car, so then we can push that away. Then when I can focus on the transmission tunnel, cutting that area away as well, we're definitely gonna have to, yeah, for it to push away. Cut that off too, then I could put my braces in there. We'll brace the whole rest of the body up and then keep cutting. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I've never tried to plasma cut a car in half. So I've got the hose out and I've got fire extinguishers at the ready. Well, about an hour later, and the plasma cutter just really wasn't working out. It was having a lot of trouble getting started once it stopped. Like, so you'd cut for a little bit and then kind of stall out, having a lot of trouble getting started again. The line isn't really that clean. That's something that I would definitely have to clean back up later on, which I didn't like. And oh, and it kept blowing the breaker. The breaker just kept flipping all the time. So I just thought, oh, okay, I'll give the old reciprocal saw a try. And you can see how much cleaner the lines look, the cuts, and it's actually faster than the plasma cutter. And I don't have to worry about catching everything on fire. So I'm switching to the reciprocating saw. I got a bunch of extra blades that I found. So switching it up. No more plasma cutter probably at all. If I do it for anything, it's just gonna be to make a little hole that I can stick the blade in, and then I'm gonna keep zipping it with this thing. We'll get cleaner edges, which I really like as well. It's getting dark fast. Now I know I said that we were for sure gonna cut this whole thing up today, but now that we're on that reciprocating saw, it makes a lot of noise, like a lot of noise, and I feel really bad for the neighbors, but it's not too late yet, so I'm gonna keep going. Here's a status update. So on both of these sides, we have a cut basically going from like right here, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down into the floor pan. So that goes right into the floor pan. So if I cut through the rest of the floor pan, which is basically non-existent, man, you guys can't even see. Hang on, let me get a light. So the rest of the front of the car, as far as I know, is just attached by a little bit of this floor pan right here, the transmission tunnel coming up and going over, and then a little bit of the middle of the dash right across there. This big black box of heater-ish stuff is screwing me up. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna go ahead and make those cuts. I'm gonna do dash first. I think that's a little safer. And then we're gonna come down and do the floor pan, and hopefully the whole front of the car will just roll away. Check it out, wide body. Well, there we have it, a longitudinally wide-bodied Z. I wonder how much this section of the car weighs. So this should give you an idea of what the parts of the body that I'm planning on keeping. All this needs to be cleaned up, but so we're going down to that frame rail down there, and I want to keep that whole unit. Floor goes out, support goes in. This all comes over, this all needs to get cleaned up. Same deal on the inside. Let me get a light for you. That'll all get cleaned up and have like one nice tube that goes through it with welded supports and gussets with dimple dies in through there. And then we're gonna continue cutting the floorboard to the rear wheel wells and the trunk out of it. So we have a skin with some little rails on the side to help us mount it. So here's my thoughts for this on the rest of the night. Filming in the dark sucks. Can't see enough stuff. This is a really cool part of what we're doing, and I really want you guys to be able to see it, as well as I want to be able to see what I'm doing to make sure I'm not like doing anything crazy. Like I ripped through 2 brake lines there earlier, and I was like, is that gasoline? No, it's brake fluid. Damn, okay, that was a close one. You know, so I think that compounding with the fact that I am worried about the neighbors. If this was plasma torch, I'd say we'd probably keep going, but with the neighbors thing, it's 10 o'clock right now, so it'd probably be like 1 o'clock by the time we got done. Just don't really want to be that loud that late. Twitch. You guys know I'm on Twitch, right? Yeah, I'm on Twitch. Okay. And headshot. Headshot. What the hell are you doing? Headshot. Headshot. Back flip. Headshot. Off to Chelsea's. All right, well, that was the rest of my night. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do seriously apologize about not getting that whole body cut off. I thought I was going to get that done today. I really thought that plasma cutter would come through, and reciprocating saw I think is definitely the way to go now. So tomorrow will be interesting, working on it in the rain. I don't know. I'll either work from the inside and cut around the inside, or I was thinking maybe I could, like, depending on how heavy it still is, maybe I could like lift it up like rickshaw style and pull it into the paint booth. I don't know. I'll play with some ideas. Huge thanks to our sponsor, Dollar Shave Club, guys. I highly recommend it. I just took a shower and used all that stuff that I said that I always use. So links in the description. Check that out. And I hope you guys are stoked about these upcoming cars. After seeing that 370, I am hooked. I'm really jazzed. So I'm gonna start looking at the different parts that I'm gonna order and stuff like that soon. And then I don't know when it'll be featured on the channel, but I would like to get it, you know, running and driving and stuff. Just do like a one day or something. So it might be a nice mix up, you know. If we're doing 6 episodes a week, there's no reason that we can't do 5 on the 240 and maybe 1 on the 370 or something. Kind of keep it in the mix, but not really interrupt things. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Who knows? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. And please, if you have constructive feedback or just like personal feedback that's not rude, just, you know, drop a comment below, and I want to know what you guys think and how you guys are feeling about that. The whole reason we do these single builds is because a long time ago, when we had 2 going on at the same time, people really responded negatively to it, and we never went back to doing it. So, but you know, a lot of other people have more than one car going on in their life. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the hell out of all you guys. The support has been amazing, so thanks so much. And that's about it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.